Whenever you are near me.
Hi, I'm Dex Save Nic, and in this episode, Dan will be reviewing minis. I wanted to give you my review on the minis, and that is please stop sending them. They are everywhere in this house, on every flat surface, in every drawer. A lot of them aren't painted, a lot of them will never be painted. So for the sake of our marriage, please stop sending the minis.
I don't know what that was about. Hello, I'm Dex Save Dan, and welcome to the video about minis. An extra thing that people in the hobby love. And God, do we love them. Whether they're flat, metal, paper, plastic, nicked from Warhammer or board games, WizKids, Reaper, or official D&D minis, they can help visualize where you are in combat or where you are in the map. And Lord, do I need all the visualization that I can get. Not only that, but these little guys can really bring your heroes and villains to life and really provide a bit of inspiration behind certain characters and NPCs. So just a word of warning when it comes to minis, if you love stuff, and I love stuff, and you love collecting stuff, and I really do love collecting stuff, then be warned, because a collection of minis can really take hold. They don't call it plastic crack in the Games Workshop community for nothing. I've been sent an awesome package from Crippled God Foundry, who make fantastically detailed fantasy and sci-fi minis. Not only that, they do terrain and props as well. They'll sort you out physical minis, but if you've got a 3D printer at home, you can buy the files and print them yourself. Something they do really well are horror minis. Horror minis. Now, if you don't know, I bloody love horror. Oh, I love horror. 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 Bloody love horror. Now, lucky for me, Crippled God Foundry are adding to their brilliant Monster Slayers series with Monster Slayers Shadowcurse. And they've been kind enough to send me some to check out. These horrible, in a good way, minis are perfect for a dark and serious campaign. I mean, look at this guy. He's a Lovecraftian nightmare. This thing looks like a f***ing demon unicorn. This little disgusting double-headed demon Herbert, I love him. And my favourite, a scarecrow on stilts. A stilt crow. So Crippled God Foundry have launched their Kickstarter to get these disturbing little minis out to the community. You'll get a load of these monster minis. You'll also get a load of creepy terrain on top of that. Not only that, you'll be getting a campaign as well of pawns and pieces. Set in the forsaken land of Chesic. C-Z-E-S-S-I-C. Chesic. Chesic. Chesic? Chesic? Chesic. C-Z-E-S-S-I-C. Comment below. Here is where your deepest fears take form and roam the land. And yes, it's 5e compatible. Of course it's 5e compatible. Or 5.5e compatible. I don't know what it is anymore. Do you know what it is? I don't know what it is. Do you? Comment below if you do. Basically, if you're a fan of dark fantasy, games like Morkborg, Call of Cthulhu, or honestly, horror movies in general, then go in the description below, click on that affiliate link, and get back in that Kickstarter. Otherwise, who knows what will be waiting for you in the dark. Ooh. So I thought to myself, what else can I include in an episode about minis? And then Eddie walked in the room, and I thought, painting. Dogs. Painting? Dogs. Minis. Minis. Painting. Dogs. Dogs. Painting. Dogs. Can dogs paint minis? Let's find out. So I've chosen Stilt Crow. Of course I've chosen Stilt Crow, he's an awesome mini. So I'm going to be painting him up. His jacket's going to be red. We've got lots of browns here. We've got about three browns on the go, and some yellows for the hay and stuff like that. I'm by no means an expert. I like to speed paint, so I will be bashing through this. I think Eddie's the same as well. I'm going to get him to do it quite quickly as well, and we'll be checking in with him just to see how he's going. Now, we'll be talking you through what I'm doing when I'm painting it, and enjoy. So, browns first. We're going to go with the browns. Let's get a little bit in there. I've already zhuzhed these up. It's worth mentioning as well that I have already put a primer on and slap chop as well, just to highlight all the bits that should be highlighted, and the darker bits are dark. If you prefer Xenophol, you're wrong. Comment below on that if you would like to. So just wet my brush a little bit just to thin it up slightly. We might just add a bit more there. Excellent. So let's get these browns on. So darker brown, I'm going to go with the wood first. So let's get that on. Like I say, I like to speed paint, so I like to get it on just a little bit thicker there, I reckon. So, how are you getting on, mate? How's yours coming along? So just on his second stilt now, just get that paint on. Just get that paint on is what I say. Doesn't matter if it looks a bit thin or a bit thick. Like I say, not looking to win any awards here. Doesn't matter if you go over bits and stuff like that. What I'm doing is his scythe now, his handle of his scythe. It is really cool. I do like it. Don't want to get too serious about it, but you know, I will be trying to incorporate him into my campaign. I don't know what or where, but I'll make it happen. Don't you worry, I'll make it happen. Don't get hung up on the bits people aren't gonna see. You know, don't worry about getting all in and out of the under bits and all of that. You know, I'm just about to get in between his hand there, but you don't have to worry about all of that if you don't want to. I'm sure some of you mini painters out there will be like, what are you doing? This is sacrilege. What we're going to do later as well is we are going to go over with a wash, a dark wash, Nuln oil. Of course it's Nuln oil. What else is it going to be? Comment below if you've got a wash that you like using. But we'll go over that and it will darken up those dark bits. And the wash will go a long way to covering some bits up. Isn't that right, Eddie? Looks like you're going to need a lot of wash on that to cover your crap up, mate. So there's lots of different tools that you can use. I have got a Citadel mini holder that you can use to make it a little bit easier. But I want to make it, you know, if you don't have that at home, you know, you can just do what I'm doing with your hand here, just holding it like traditionally what hands do, you know, hold things. Cool. Okay, so that is his jacket done. So let's get the other brown on the go. Bit of Steel Legion Drab. It's one of my personal favourites. I do like this as a brown. How do you feel about that, Eddie? Do you like Steel Legion Drab? I suppose by the very nature of a scarecrow is he's a bit slapdash, and you know, not much thought goes into a scarecrow. I'll have a load of scarecrow makers out there. What are you talking about? It's my livelihood. That's not a pop at scarecrow makers, I'm sorry, you do fine work. So while I am drawing, I'm going to go through basically the key to success when painting minis. just everything you need to know, really. So, so as long as you follow those steps, then everything is going to be all right. So, like I mentioned earlier, I'm going to put a wash over this fella, see how he goes, and see what he looks like. Any bits that I need to fill in, I'll fill in. This has been an awesome mini to paint. Really enjoyed it. It's very detailed, which I like. Can be a bit fiddly for some people, but hey, you know, that's not a bad thing. Cool, so we're gonna apply Nuln oil, and we're just gonna be quite generous with what we do here. Oh yeah, that's better, isn't it? Look, here we go. The magic of a wash. You know, people are going to criticise what washes people use and how you should apply them and stuff like that. I just whack it on and just hope for the best. Whether you hairdry this or not now is up to you. People will say it will move the wash, and it will because it's liquid essentially. But I am going to whack it at a distance through a hairdryer just to dry it off a little bit for time's sake. Then I'm going to finish the base off a little bit, and we'll have a look at the finished product. I am going to add some of these little tufts of grass, just because he's a scarecrow and he is in a field. That's what I'm thinking. I'm going to put one by his side. Usually what I would do is I would use a pair of tweezers to just get it in there, but I can't find them. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to do a once round the rim of the base, and you can make this quite thick. I think he is more or less complete. There might be a few bits here and there that you might want to touch up. There are a few bits that I can see that I probably want to touch up in future, but just as a quick slapdash, I say slapdash, you know, just a quick paint to get him on the table. There he is. So here's the reveal. Here's my mini. And here's Eddie's. So the question was, can dogs paint minis? The answer is no. I mean, of course it's no. He's a dog. What did you expect, really? Eddie wants you to like, subscribe and comment below. Click on that Kickstarter link and let's get this backed.